So, how we doing, family? It's your boy, Yo! And this is another episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every MLB game every day and try and narrow it down to the plays that I personally see the most value in. Today is Friday, June 26th, and I have 4 of my best bets in today's video. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. Recap of yesterday. The Diamondbacks and Cardinals game ended up getting postponed, so I only had one play on the board. I dropped it with the Nationals blowing another 5-run lead in the late innings. I get that they have the worst bullpen, but I was watching that game, and to me, it hardly even makes sense. If you look specifically at that 7th inning, they walked 3 batters with the bases loaded to tie it up. I understand if you're getting hit, but walking in multiple runs is crazy. 0-1 last night, but I have 4 plays today, so without further ado, let's get right into it. In our first matchup of the evening, we have the Houston Astros in Detroit taking on Detroit Tigers. Tigers are minus 114 on the money line, and the total is 9 runs. On the mound, we have Spencer Arrighetti going for Houston. We have Kyler Montero going for Detroit. Arrighetti's gotten hit in his last 4 starts, and I don't see this matchup getting any better. His main problem is the free pass walking 11% of batters. If Detroit can find a couple timely home runs, they're winning this one by margin. Montero's the better option in this spot. He has solid career numbers against this Astros lineup, and in comparison, his walk rate is down to 5%. Detroit also has the significant advantage in their bullpen. As long as their bats show up, I'm confident they get this one done at home. I'm taking the Tigers laying 1 run. You can find it for plus 125 odds. This is my first selection of the evening. Up next, we have the Texas Rangers in Toronto taking out Toronto Blue Jays. Rangers are minus 113 on the money line, and the total is 8.5 runs. On the mound, we have Nathan Eovaldi going for Texas, and we have Patrick Corbin going for Toronto. Short, sweet, and simple, Eovaldi's definitely the better option on the mound. More strikeouts, less walks, and he's giving up a lot less hard contact. The Rangers also have the better bullpen, so it really comes down to can the Blue Jays bats tee off. They've been competitive over the last 30 days, but they still rank well below league average, so I still see the Rangers pitching staff having a solid day. Corbin comes in with a 5.6 expected ERA, and a lot of the Rangers bats have seen him before. I think they get to him early, and the bullpen continues to be one of the best in the league. I'm taking the Rangers on the money line as my next selection of the evening. And our next matchup, we have the Seattle Mariners in Cleveland taking out Cleveland Guardians. Mariners are minus 111 on the money line, and the total is 7.5 runs. On the mound, we have Luis Castillo going for Seattle, and we have Joey Cantillo going for Cleveland. Castillo hasn't looked great in his last couple outings, but I still have more faith than Joey Cantillo in this spot. For Castillo, the strikeouts are there and the walks aren't out of control. His only real problem is giving up hard contact. That can work against this Guardians lineup that already doesn't have the most power, and a few guys like Jose Ramirez and Angel Martinez are still out. Cleveland's offense currently ranks 29th over the last 30 days, so I'm not expecting much. Seattle's lineup is starting to get healthy, so I have more confidence, at least in the short term, and they have the better bullpen this year, so I see value at this kind of price. I'm taking the Mariners on the money line as my next selection of the evening. Up next, we have the Oakland Athletics in LA taking on LA Angels. A's are minus 128 on the money line, and the total is 8.5 runs. On the mound, we have JT Ginn going for Oakland, and we have Walbert Urania going for LA. These are 2 of the better options for either side, but that's not saying much for 2 of the weaker pitching organizations in the league. Both guys give up a lot of free passes, and I'm seeing winds blowing 9 miles per hour out, so if a couple flyouts turn into homers, we're getting over this total quick. We already know these are 2 of the weakest bullpens in the league, so that definitely helps, and both lineups are batting above league average over the last 30 days, so the run scoring potential is definitely there. Perfect weather in LA with 2 explosive lineups, we've got a great chance to get over this total. I'm taking the Athletics and Angels over 8.5 runs as my last and final selection. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. The ass kicking in June continues. Let's see if I can make something shake with the bigger card today. I'm now 20, 39, and 4 on every game played this month. Always going to stay transparent. It's not going to be easy, but I'm still confident I can turn things around this season. My goal is to minimize the damage in June and come out swinging in July. I appreciate all the support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, yo! And until the next one, I'ma catch y'all. Peace.